schedule a call. We know people can fake client results. Okay, so he made $50,000 in profit, so to speak, right? After 3 weeks. 3 weeks, bro. If I were to tell someone, oh, you can make $50,000 in profit on YouTube in 3 weeks, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, I don't understand. Like, I personally would say that YouTube is actually an easier business to get started in and actually be profitable than dropshipping or e-commerce or buying products and then selling them at a higher price. I'd be very inclined to see how much he spent to get that profit, because that's not relatable to most people.
Dropshippers are not telling you. In the world of e-commerce, and specifically Shopify dropshipping, the barrier to entry rises each year. Each one has gone up in search volume every year. With all this new competition, this means that the days of using AliExpress, copycat products, and copycat Facebook ad videos are long over.
You now want to see that video, right? So they click on it and get views. Views attracts more views. More views creates ad revenue, okay? And so that's why people would fake it. But in the bigger picture, what people have realized is that they can fake that and get the additional bit of views, that first little bit of views, and from that be able to build a following with their other videos. And then they go out and they watch other people's content who actually know what they're talking about and actually have done and went out and tried and failed and figured out what works and doesn't work. And then from those people's videos, then we'll start to re-upload certain tactics and certain ways to do certain things, and then we'll all of a sudden make it looks like, oh, they really know what they're talking about. And so then they sell a course, and that's when they really start to make a lot of money. And so I've seen people where it's literally they go through that path, they upload fake results, then they just literally remake other people's videos, build a following on it, and then in 3 months they start making a lot of ad revenue, and then they start selling courses, and then they can actually play out the life that they're selling, which is like, oh, I'm making a bunch of money, because then they actually are making a bunch of money, but it's a scam.
That's what I'm going to tell you in this video. But that's something that's really important to note, is that not all people are going to succeed in this business. Only 10% of people succeed. That 10% looks like a store with a product that people have not tested in the past. Now, I want that product to have under 10,000 orders, potentially even under 5,000. You have custom product photos for that specific product you're selling. Upload those to your store. You need to be double and triple checking all the reviews for this product to see if there's, number one, any flaws for the product, and number two, if there's any issues in terms of concerns with the product that people have gone in before buying the product. So say you're selling like a posture corrector, right? And people are wondering if this is going to fit them. Well, okay, and that should tell you as a dropshipper, based on reading these reviews, I need to put multiple sizing charts and really show a model and like
20 minutes ago just for the sake of this video. But as you can see, I mean, literally $1,000 in sales, what it looks like, that's completely fake. And basically what I did was made a fake order. So what people will do is they'll have an actual Shopify store, they'll have products, they will maybe even actually get sales and do stuff on it, but then they'll make it look like they're selling more than they are. And how they do that is they'll actually create an order. So you can actually go in here, create an order. Alright, so here's like this watch. I just like made some random product, but say they had a watch store, and they would go in here and they would put like, they would do this one at a time, but they would do each order at a time, so it looked legit. But then they would type in, let's just do like a big number. See all that? So that's a huge number. And then you just hit mark as paid, and then create that order, and now you will see this will actually update. See, now this is at 3 orders. It's gonna take like 20 seconds or something to actually update. But see, you're at 1,000 right now. Okay, see, so now it's at all this, and really like I said, they wouldn't do like 67 watches in one order. They would do one order at a time and do that 67 times to get there. But you get the point. And so usually what people are doing is actually, like I said, using a site that's up and actually maybe even gets some sales or gets website hits. So they're actually, you can see like, oh, these people are live, this and that, but they're really not making anywhere near the amount of money that they're saying that they're making. But then another way that they can actually do it, which is a more like kind of advanced way, and that is by actually changing the HTML, which is basically the text behind this web page. So you can literally use the developer tools in any browser, doesn't matter what browser you're in, and you can literally change these numbers. So instead of 13,000, let's make that 13 million. Bam, just like that, right? And you can literally go and change every single number, every single value here you can change. You see what I'm saying? Like literally every single one. And so people will go and do this, and that's how they'll actually create their screenshots, is by this very thing. You see what I mean? And I mean, it's some dummy data, but it looks like it's there, right? And if from an untrained